Oh,
Hi,
hello.
how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm Melanie.
Nice to meet you, Melanie. I'm Matt.
Um, so are you ready to start?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So I feel like there's so many different genres that can define caskets. So you kind of fit into a lot of boxes there. So what are some of your biggest musical influences and how they've helped to shape your sound?
So my dad has always listened to a lot of Britpop. Like he likes a lot of Oasis, and I don't know if the Killers go into that, but he loves the Killers and stuff like that. So I grew up listening to a lot of that, but also on my mum's side, I grew up listening to a lot of like old acoustic folk music, like the Eagles and Simon and Garfunkel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And before I started Caskets, I used to just do acoustic music mainly.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. So I feel like I bring a lot of the more melodic and sad aspects to our songs. Um, but yeah, I mean, we're always looking to build on our sound. I mean, we've built a lot, I think, on this album in comparison to the first album, Lost Souls.
Mhm.
And again, I'm gonna want to look to do it again for the third album. Probably go even more out there and put some like drum and bass stuff in there, or dubstep stuff, or
Yeah.
stuff to mix it up. I want to make sure everyone knows that we're not just like a one trick pony band. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I feel like also Benji's really into like 80s music and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that little 80s vibe we have, that definitely comes from Benji. But yeah, I think there's a lot of different different genres of music, I'd say, that help build the sound that we've got.
Yeah. So my next question was about the new upcoming album, Reflections, due out in August. Can you talk about the
Yeah.
creative process behind the album? Are there any themes or messages you might be looking to convey?
Yeah, for sure. So from the first album was mainly written, not all of it, but a lot of it was written about like my problems, my background, and stuff like that. Um, and with this album, I didn't want that. Do you know what I mean? I wanted I wanted everyone in the band to have their say lyrically in this album, and I want I want their thoughts and what they want to say. I want that to be put out there just as much as my my problems and my feelings and stuff like that. So the reason why we called the album Reflections was because each song like reflects upon a different aspect or a different part of one of our lives.
Yeah.
So a few of the songs are about me and my past as well, but it's mainly more about the rest of the boys. I wanted them to have more access and feel like they can come to me with ideas for lyrics and stuff that they probably wouldn't have come to me with beforehand. Um, so yeah, I always try and tell people that it's not my story, it's the whole band's story. Do you know what I mean? There's five of us, so
Yeah.
there's five voices that need to be heard. So that's basically what we tried to do with this album. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite song or lyric from the upcoming album?
I do. It's the slow one.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah.
Is it
Um,
sad?
it's quite sad, yeah. It's kind of sad, kind of motivating. It's called Silhouettes. Um, so it's based upon what like my thought process and stuff at the time when I was in a band called Silhouettes
Mhm.
before Caskets. Um, and yeah, I'm just a sucker for really nice, soft, melodic music. Like I'll easily go out my way to listen to some nice classical music.
Yeah.
Like so it gets you in the feels more, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think that song means a lot to me. And it's probably got probably my favorite chorus in it as well.
Okay. I can't wait to hear that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a banger.
Um, how do you balance staying true to your artistic vision while also appealing to a wide audience?
Um, at the start, we make music that we like, that we'd like to put out.
Mhm.
I don't mean this in a bad way, but I think more about what music I want to do rather than what music would the fans like to hear,
Right.
kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? It's not that I don't think about what the fans want to hear at all. But if I went into the studio, I went into a writing session with that in my brain, like I'll just get all jumbled up. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I'll second guess myself and stuff like that. And that's the worst thing to do, I reckon, as a writing musician. I'm sorry, I totally forgot what you asked.
How you balance staying true to your vision,
All right.
also
Yeah.
appealing.
Yeah. So I just like writing. I want to write music that I'd like to listen to.
Yeah.
And I try not think of any, I try not think of anything else apart from that. It's if I don't like it, then I feel like no one else. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't care if anyone else liked it or not.
Yeah.
Do you get what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Makes sense.
to stay true to myself, I write music that I'd want to listen to and that I'm happy putting out.
And luckily it's going really well for everyone
Thank you very
else.
much. Yeah, yeah, I know, right? I think also that's because we put our everything into our music and into our live shows. Like we don't just write songs about anything. Do you know what I mean? Because there's no glue in it, there's no passion in it, there's no genuinity in it. And
Yeah.
that's what I want our music. That's how I want our music to come across and how I want our words to come across. So yeah, you've just got to believe in yourself and people and if you believe in yourself and have the right attitude towards what you're doing, then people will follow you to the ends of the earth, I think.
I think so. I mean, I love your sound, but I think my favorite thing is the lyrics. They're so relatable.
Yeah.
I was actually just listening to More Than Misery on my way home, and that's a really good one.
Thank you very much.
I
Thank you
love
very
that.
much. Well, like I said, like there's I don't want to if I write a song about like heartbreak or something like that,
Mm.
it will have literally come from somewhere in my past or somewhere in the other boys' past. Like I'm not just gonna like, oh, let's just fucking write a song about getting wasted and this and that and that. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not into that kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have a favorite thing about touring?
Playing the shows, meeting the
Yeah.
fans.
Performing, meeting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The thing I hate most about touring,
Yeah, what's
traveling.
that? Traveling.
Traveling. Oh man, I hate it so much. I hate flying. Like I'm so
Yeah.
scared of flying. Oh, I shit my pants. So stay like that on the plane for like 11 hours to America. I couldn't sleep a wink or anything. It was horrible. And
Yeah.
then you get to America and it's like, now we've got a 23-hour drive.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's hell for me. It's hell. But it's all worth it, especially when you it shows and people are like, oh man, I've traveled from a different country to come and see you. Like that sort of stuff is mind blowing that people would do that. So yeah, I can't really moan to them about, well, I've just flown to America to play
Yeah.
shows. You can't really moan about that sort of thing, can you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you have any pre-show rituals?
I'm so as a vocalist, I'm still learning. Like every show we do, like I'll go and watch all the other vocalists, like and try and take mental notes of what they do, like how they interact with the crowd. Do you know what I mean? The energy they have, stuff like that. So I'm always learning. Um, I forgot what you asked again. My
Have you had
brain.
any pre-show rituals?
So like yeah, over the last few years, like it's like built up. When we first started, like I didn't do anything apart from just do vocal warm-ups. Whereas now I have like a 2 hour like before a show, I'll have like a 2 hour interval where like right, I've got to do a vocal steam for 20 minutes, and then I've got to do stretches, and then I've got to do a vocal warm up, and then do
Yeah.
another stretch, then go on stage, come off, do a cool down, stretches, another cool down, so
Yeah.
and then a face steam and stuff like that. So yeah, nothing like that. I guess they're like my rituals, but there's still like room for improvement. Do you know what I mean? I've still got room
Yeah.
to improve on my warm-ups and stuff like that. I've not really found what's quite right for me yet, but we'll get there.
Yeah. I think with anything, it's good to to always be learning and
Yeah, of
adapting and
course.
changing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you never stop learning in this industry.
No,
So
with any industry,
as soon
really.
as you think you know something,
Yeah.
something comes smacking you in the face out from left field, like you didn't see coming at all. So yeah, I like to have that mentality that even if I think I've learned everything there is to learn about something, like it's definitely not true.
Yeah. What do you attribute most to your success?
Our hard work, I
Yeah.
think. Like, yeah, we put like a year into the band before it even kicked off, like getting the EP ready, getting all our artwork ready, stuff like that. Um, and we try and put everything into everything we do. Like our music videos, Chris, bless him, will like spend days and days. Chris and Benji and James will spend days beforehand, like building sets for music videos and stuff like that. And we always try and go as much out of our way as possible for the fans. Like I used to always ritually like go to merch after playing every show, but that was them blowing my voice out. Do you know what I mean? So now
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to go to merch after shows now. So I always make sure that I'm outside the venue like once the show's finished so I can speak to some fans and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think if we didn't have the work ethic that we have, like we definitely wouldn't be where we are now.
Mhm.
Um, but also the fans, do you know what I mean? If it
Yeah.
wasn't for the fans, we wouldn't be here either. So they're just as much to thank as just as much as the work we put in anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Can you share any interesting or surprising facts, either about yourself or other members, without making them hate you? That's not
Oh, definitely not. I didn't sing in front of anyone ever until I was like 17 years old. Like
really.
not one single person, no. No.
Wow.
Uh people always find that a bit mind-boggling
Yeah.
when I tell them that. Yeah, yeah. I didn't even know if I could sing until I sang in front of someone. I didn't have a clue. Um I don't know if there's other things I could say about the boys. Like
Yeah.
I'd probably get a massive roasting, to be fair.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
I don't
James,
want to get
that
you in trouble.
James loves Weatherspoons, which is like a food chain in England. He loves that
Oh,
more than
okay.
anyone else in the entire world. It's all about cheap beer, cheap, crappy microwave food. Um, but James absolutely loves it.
Okay.
Oh God, I hope he doesn't watch this. I don't think he wants the world to know.
What do you think has been your most memorable performance or moment in your career so far? For you
Playing
personally, I guess.
for me personally,
Yeah.
I think playing Download. We played
Yeah.
Download this year to the biggest crowd we've ever played to.
Yeah.
All my friends and some of my family was there as well, and it was a dope show. Um, yeah, I kind of struggle to think what could top that at the minute. It's a kids, it's a music, it's a kid's dream, isn't it, to like become a musician and play Download. Um, so the fact that I've done it is mind blowing, and
Yeah.
that's definitely like that's definitely up there at the minute. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm sure there's more to come. I was
I
just
hope
checking
so,
out your
Duck. I hope
stats. I mean,
I hope so. I hope so. But just gotta stay in our own lane and keep working
yeah.
hard.
It looks like I was looking up Glass Heart. It's up to 34 million streams on Spotify.
Bonkers, isn't it?
Just yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous.
Do you have a motto or some good advice that you live by?
Literally, to not worry about what anyone else is doing around you. Just stay in your own lane and focus on yourself, and you'll end up getting to where you want to be.
Okay,
Hmm.
that's good advice. And my last question, what closing messages would you have for your fans?
What closing messages?
Yeah, just anything else that you haven't covered in the interview.
Well, yeah, our album comes out August 11th, and we are going on a mad tour in America with Bless the Fall. So that'll be crazy. Um, I just want to tell everyone to just spread the love, man. Do you know what I mean? Spread the love. Don't let the hate get to anyone or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much, Matt.
No, thank you, babe. I appreciate it.
All right. Have a good day.
And you, darling, take it easy.
All right.